I should have made a spooky one. Sorry.
But that's okay. But welcome to the Geekz. This is a Lil.
This is Steve, keeping it green. Sorry, I jumped right in the middle of your intro and everything. This is what happens when it's just two people on.
You know what it is? It's that kind of night. So, we'll start out with apologies to everyone for that kind of night. No Sean tonight. The stuff happens, stuff comes up. Life happens, guys, and it's...
life finds a way.
Yes. I was just at Universal looking at the Jurassic Park rides, saying I'm not going to go on that today. I'm kind of getting old for these big roller coasters. Feeling old, Steve. I'm feeling old today, and it's one of the reasons why tonight's topic is what it is. But we'll get into tonight's topic later. How was your week, Steve?
It was a good week. It was a good week. Earlier this week, I had the opportunity to drop in and hang out with the boys over on the Horror Returns, and we reviewed the Critters and Ghoulies part 2 in the series. We're doing the retrospective.
Yeah, the Horror Returns guys never call me.
Yeah, well, you suck.
I don't know what they have against me, but that's fine. It's fine.
I don't know. I could have made a lot of jokes, but then it would have been rude, and I don't know. No,
it's fine.
They do it because I do a lot of artwork for them, so they owe me. Just give me some airtime. No, retrospective series will review in like part 1. Eat out Ghoulies for round 1. Is everything cool? Because it's been doing some weird glitchy stuff.
Yeah, I was glitching a little bit. It might be my internet. I've been having some internet problems this week. So
round. What's going on? Am I freezing? What's happening?
You're freezing on my end. It might be my internet. I apologize if it is. So okay. I've been having some internet issues all week. I don't know what's going on. Even during Star Geeks, I had to bail for most of that this week because I was trying.
So what did you hear from what I said, and what did you not?
Ghoulies. You were doing a tournament.
Yeah. Okay. So we're reviewing both the series at the same time, and we're debating which one is better as we go along. So we did Ghoulies 1 versus Critters 1. What do you think on that? What would you pick?
I mean, it's Critters.
Yeah, well, Critters definitely won that one. It was easy. And then we did, just last week, we did Ghoulies 2 versus Critters 2. So what would you pick for that one?
That's tough. I have a special place in my heart for Ghoulies 2 because it's ridiculous. So I'm going Ghoulies.
Fucking Ghoulies 2. Ghoulies 2 took it. For me, it was the carnival, that 80s ass carnival, and they used the shit out of it for the movie. They implemented all the carnival stuff into it was great. It was great. And Critters 2 was just kind of, it was a really cool transformation scene in that movie. It was quite nice. But other than that, there wasn't really a whole lot going on. So
yeah.
Ghoulies 2 definitely won that one. So it'll be interesting to see how they go on with the series, because I don't think I've seen it. I know I've seen more Critters movies, but I don't remember them. And I know I haven't seen any more Ghoulies films. So it's like Ghoulies Go to College, I think is the next one.
Was that 3? Or
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
It's been a long time since I've had to watch those Ghoulies movies, or not had to, since I decided to watch those Ghoulies movies. And boy, oh boy, man, the VHS covers do it wonders. It sells you on some bad movies. So
yeah,
just like Basket Case. I remember watching that and be like, oh man, this thing's gonna look awesome. Terrible.
Yeah,
but I still have a special place for it. I still have a special place for it in my heart, even though it's terrible.
Yeah, it's because you hyped that movie up, passing by and looking at that cover 1,000 times before finally renting it.
Sure.
And so you have to have a little like in it because you invested so much time in it. You can't let yourself hate it. So that was fun. And then I started watching a show. I'm all caught up with it. There's the season for the series. Maybe it's a series finale. It comes out tomorrow. It's called Task on HBO. with Mark Ruffalo and others.
That's right. I see that commercial all the time. I'm very intrigued. I just have not. It's been busy a couple weeks. So tell me, Steve, is this worth my time?
Oh man, it's really, really good. Great characters, great story, great pacing, great. It tells one story from two different perspectives, and you're kind of seeing both. You got Mark Ruffalo on one side, and then there's another guy on the other side. And I don't know the actor's name off the top of my head, but if you see him, you know him. Been in a ton of stuff, and you're just kind of following this task force, this FBI task force that's set up to try to solve the crimes that this other guy is doing, and it's just interesting. The characters are really, really good. I have no idea what's going to happen in the season finale. Like, no clue where it's going. So, yeah, it's really, really good. High hero for Task.
Very nice. Very nice.
Other than that, didn't watch much besides some weird old horror movies from Mike D. And
if you guys don't know, he chooses our horror porn, as my wife likes to call it, and he never fails. Although one was
it's pretty
not,
stale
one
this
was
year. Pretty stale.
I mean, The Wicker Man.
There was a lot of
nudity in The Wicker Man. A lot of, as James would say, James. I don't know if James is on right now, but there's a lot of roast beef scenes in The Wicker Man.
We have the meats.
Yeah.
What else? I have some stuff for the toy box. I did a lot of making this week, a lot of creating.
I can't wait to see what you've created. Yeah, because I'm, intrigued that you guys now both have 3D printers. I need a 3D printer off, and I need toys sent to me. I'd like some printed out controller holders for my GameCubes and my Nintendo 64s and stuff, because I have multiple colors. So please print them off and send them to me.
Yeah, actually, like if you were to send me a link to something that you're interested in, I wouldn't mind, because you look through it and it's like, I think the next thing I'm gonna print for myself is gonna be a mouser, and it's a 6-scale mouser. Yeah, Ninja Turtles 6-scale mouser, and it's movable. It's a model kit that you print out and posable and stuff, and it looks really, really cool. So
very cool. Yeah, I'll send you some pictures of some stuff, because there's things I'm intrigued by, and it's like I've always thought about, like, maybe I should buy one of these, but then I'm like, I am not good enough to do anything. That's not me.
3D printing is a very low impact, low skill required hobby. You basically have to know how to upload files and make sure that that thing is working properly. There's some technical bits, but my printer's a little older. Like, some of the newer ones are way easier. Like, I have to self-level mine. New ones, you just push the level button and it does it by itself.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, lots of new stuff in 3D printing. So.
Very cool. For me, of course, got to watch my Bears win on Monday Night Football. Thank you, Steve, for your kicker.
Yeah, I mean, I could be bitter about it. It's like, where the fuck was he, and where the fuck was he?
Yeah, I know.
In the Super Bowl, where the fuck was he? Missed 4 or 5 in the Super Bowl. Let's not forget where we lost by 1 point. This piece of shit. I'm over it. All right, I'm fucking over it with this guy.
It's why I didn't text you, Steve. I was gonna text like, "Oh, thanks for your kicker." I mean, even though he did get one blocked. I mean, let's be honest. One was blocked, so it wasn't like a perfect play. But it our kicker was injured, so. Hey, it helped. It was a close match.
Maybe it's it's like climate related, right? Like, some players play well,
and he's from the Midwest, so
maybe he's just more comfortable kicking in the cold. Look, again, I could be bitter about it. It is what it is. My whole team's fucking injured right now, so it's like, it doesn't even matter.
When I saw Fred Warner go out, I was like, holy cow!
No Nick Bosa, no Fred Warner for the rest of the season. It's kind of a wrap at that point, really.
Yeah, it's tough. But again, love that, my Bears are actually playing well, especially, hopefully
you're above 500, Will. Holy shit.
It's been a long time since we could say that. It's a long time since we won back-to-back road games. And the craziest part about these back-to-back road game wins, we won both games 25-24. And both were last-second wins. A field goal and a field goal block. Makes no sense. Like, that's crazy.
tight games. I mean, you walk away with those tight games with wins. It's where it counts.
Yeah, so did that. Like I said, I had a lot of work stuff going on. I do have a bunch of things for the toy box.
Oh my god, the work stuff alone. I don't talk about work a lot on this show. I don't.
Yeah,
it's like, what does Steve do? I don't fucking know. Work shit has been ridiculous. So it's like, oh god.
It's rough making a buck out there. That's all I'll say. It's rough making a buck. No matter how many bucks you make, it's rough making a buck. So but like I said, I do have some stuff. We kind of teased it at the end of Star Geeks, but I'm gonna let it be known for all those viewers that are watching live now with us. Thank you for the guys that are out there now. And for the viewers who will watch this after, join us next Saturday night. It's going to be kind of a special episode. It's going to be a rarity. Hopefully everything works well, technical wise.
A lot of moving parts. A lot of things have to line up.
Yeah. But there'll be a lot of stuff, a lot of content coming out of next weekend, hopefully. We'll be doing a lot of fun stuff. And hopefully you can join us live for a very special episode. It's kind of like a not back to school episode. What are those called? God damn it, from the 80s. The school
after school, not an
after school special. Yeah, it's like a after school.
We're not going to have a message of
maybe we
drugs because mine is like, do them, baby. You only live once. Fuck it. The world sucks. Have some fun. Feel good.
But that's the thing. That's the after school special message. Have a good time and be nice to each other. There you go.
That's right. Be nice to each other. That's it.
But I did get a lot. I did get quite a few things. So let's get into the toy box. Steve, you want to go? You want me to go?
God, every fucking week, I really need to fix the. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, my list is too full. I gotta figure out a way to minimize it.
That's why I wasn't gonna play it because I know you don't like the intro for the toy box. But I mean, if you want me to play it, I can play it. I'll just play it. In the toy box.
Some cool toys in that thing.
I do. I like that.
The Nintendo. You see the little flower in there?
Of course. Everything should be Nintendo. So.
All right. So you want me to go first?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. So this week on the toy box, we have some tape talk. We'll start with the tape talk. Let me just bend down here real quick because these are all the tapes that you cannot buy. These are not for sale because I made them. So first one up.
Big birds coming.
As I take a bong rip, I know, right? Like, got my Benjamin right here sitting next to me. First one up is we got Superman, the David Corn Sweat Superman on VHS. Now, I am working on a way to do the labels, on there, but I haven't gotten there yet. But this is the Superman. There's Crypto on the side. Got the nice backing on it. There's Superman on the side.
You just look cut out the little. I see a little white on the bottom on the sides.
Oh yeah, I haven't cut those little tabs out, because you're supposed to see the tape there. But
yeah,
I'll get to it later. But these are really fun to put together. It's tricky. Like the first two I put together, I messed up. I had to print out some some multiples. Because you can mess them up pretty easily, but like if you take your time, the key is to do it real slow. Like you just slowly, and then it'll just takes its shape. So Superman's number one. Number two, I really like this one, how it came out, Freddy versus Jason.
That's a really cool cover.
This came out on its own. I'm trying to get the glare away. This came out on its own VHS, but I like my cover better. And I got Jason on the side there with the blood splatter. And then Freddy on the side there with the slash marks. Yeah. And then even on the top, I got a little Jason versus Freddy action. So, and then the back, of course, and all labeled with my Foothill Video brand. So, very, very cool for that one. This one is the one Sean requested mostly, but it's the Monster Squad, and I think this one came out really cool too. I got the monsters on the side. Nice, cool TriStar Pictures logo on the top, and then the back, of course.
It's very cool, Steve. Man, these are great.
Wait,
I saw a barcode on the back of that one. Are you making up barcodes?
I went to a website and made my own barcode with using some letters to make some numbers. It's a little code for me and my wife. It's a little flirty thing between me and her, and it's on the back of all my tapes. And I just think it's cool. So, you know, if you scan it, absolutely nothing will happen. But I just think it's
Okay, cool. I thought like, you know, is it gonna be a dick pic coming up?
No. None like that.
Hold that back up so I can take a snapshot.
So here's how the Batman came out. It came out really good too, I think. Yeah. The nice red on the sides with the Joker and Batman on the top, and then the back looks good. Just two more to go, real quick. The Watchmen. I also think this one came out really cool. It looks just like the comic book, just really loud and just I don't know. It looks really nice.
Yeah, it's really good. I love the backs. I love what you did with the backs. I think they're really great.
I had to do a lot on this one. I put that little tag in there. It says the end is nigh. All the blood. Like I did all that stuff. Added it to there. So yeah, it came out really, really cool. And then I know I already made Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. This is the one I made before. And what I noticed about it that I didn't like is that the original movies, episode 1 and 2, had this like gold bar or this little box around them. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have that. So the anal retentive person I am, and I also didn't like how the Roman numerals were really thick. I fixed it and made a new one. So I put the fucking gold bar on or gold box on it, and then thinned out those Roman numerals, and now it looks really, really good next to the other boxes. So
it looks really great.
This one came out really good.
What's up, Mike?
What's up, Mike? And then I printed these. I haven't recorded the movies yet, but I just wanted to show them to you really quick. So this one, when I do the movie, I'll have a Ready Player One case here.
Oh, that is awesome with the old school Warner Home Video look. Oh man, that is fantastic.
So that as soon as I get the movie,
so you take these to a printer, a local print shop.
I go to a print shop. It's called Arc Printing in Stockton, near one of my job sites. And I take my iPad in there, and I email them the files, and then they print them out for me. It's like $1 a print too. And this one
that's really cool. Because it's so different than the other two Spider-Man boxes. Like that's really cool.
Yeah. So as soon as I get that movie recorded, I'll pop that one out. Okay. 3D printing my own VHS tape is still ongoing. It's long. One of the print files took 13 hours. It was like ridiculous. But
they can play.
I haven't printed it all out yet. It's like 15 files because I had to start
you got to slap it together. Like
you have to build it once it's all put together or print it out. So, but I had to start working on another 3D printing project for my daughter who is going as X-23 for Halloween. So I found a file to print out her claws, and this is the result of
that's really
that. Cool. So you basically just hold them. They're a little too small for my hands, but they look pretty good. Like
they look fine to me.
They look all right. And then so I did both of them. So she's got the 2, so she goes X-23, but she's also a really big Wolverine fan. So I had this other little thing where I printed out a 3rd claw with this little tab here, and the handles have these little notches. So you just slide that in, and once she's done with Halloween, she will then have Wolverine claws.
That's really cool, man.
So yeah, I just working on one of the pegs broke. One of these little pegs right here that snaps into the claws. So I have to print a new one. So I'm still waiting on the 3rd claw to print out, but they're all interchangeable. I glued in these outside claws just because I didn't want them to move around when she has them out and about. But they're going to look really cool. You can just put them on display, when you're done with them. And they obviously they need to be painted and a little bit finer sanded. I sanded them down pretty good, but they need to be a little bit more finely sanded. And then once I hit them with that etching primer and hit them with a little bit of that silver, that thing's going to look real good. Maybe put a little padding on the handle since it's a little harsh. But other than that, yeah, I think they came out pretty cool. So
It's very cool.
3D printing. It takes so much filament. You waste so much filament printing out the supports. How much supports one of these claws takes? It's just crazy. So, but it's really, really cool. What kind of printer do I have? Oh shit, my camera's all fucked up. I have an Ender 3. It is just an old school Ender 3. I've had it for about 3 years now.
I was gonna say you have it for a little bit, yeah.
I let it sit for a long time because I got really frustrated with it, but I'm back to fucking with it now. I'm getting some pretty cool stuff out of it. So that's it for my toy box. I didn't buy nothing, but I did make some stuff, and I got to unplug my camera and fix this. This is driving me crazy. It's so blurry.
All right. Myself from my toy box. So a couple things this week I picked up. So I was Marvel Spider-Man still has that Magic of Gathering set. They had a gift bundle that came out, so they had this gift bundle with this, and I love the box just because it's a foil box here with Amazing Fantasy 15. It's got again some more of the Ditko art there. I opened it already, so it's just it is what it is. But I did get a couple cool things in it. Inside of it comes a die, a whole bunch of cards, and another box. And I'm loving these boxes. Like I want more of these just to even hold my sports cards. But like it's perfect. Like I want, like I said, just buy a stack of these and like again more of a foil look. It's got the little magic on Spider-Man on top. And the other box I had the same thing. A couple of the big cards I got out of there. I'm just going to show you a couple of them. I got the Spectacular Spider-Man foil. This one is, it's a really nice one. These are, not the huge hits that people are talking about, but I got this Green Goblin foil as well. Like that has no border on it. I guess the borderless cards are, I don't know, worth more. I don't care. I'm just getting the cards because I like them. I like them. And then this one, I think this is, if I'm correct on that, Amazing Spider-Man 56, something like that. But another Ramita. I love this cover. I've always wanted this book. So I got these 3 foil cards plus a whole ton of others. I have so many of these Magic cards now because I like them. I think they're really cool. I don't know how to play. I got to learn how to play, but I think they're really cool. Also, I picked up this week a couple more Nintendo games because I don't know if you guys have saw or seen. I did release my first Pixel Geekz episode with discussion of A Nightmare on Elm Street. What did somebody say? Did you hear about the Mess Toys Spider-Man figures on AliExpress? I did not. Although I don't know if I'm going to order anything from AliExpress with all the tariffs and stuff going on, but maybe I'll check them out if they're worth it. But I did pick up a couple of NES games. Found a new retro video game store called Hyrule something, not far from me, but it's awesome. It was a really good place. They were going through a big remodel, but the guy had, and I took some shorts. He had so many box consoles. It felt like I was in Toys R Us again. That's what it was. It was like he had like at least a dozen boxed NESs, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendos. I was like the whole entire top wall around his store was just complete in box. Game systems from every Xbox, every PlayStation. It was crazy. So I got to pick up some games from there. I picked up Bad News Baseball from Tecmo. So Tecmo, Tecmo Super Bowl, what they're most famous for, those Tecmo games. But I always heard good things about this. I can't wait to play it. I've never played it, but it's like I looked at the cover and I'm like, there's this kid eating a hot dog. There's a rabbit playing baseball. There's this other guy. I have no idea what's going on here, but it looks kind of cool and looks kind of fun. So took a swing on it. I don't have it for my collection, so why not?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you before.
I've been talking this whole time, and it's like,
Oh.
okay. We'll go back to full screen and make sure you can hear me again. Let's see.
I apologize.
That's okay.
So.
Oh shit, I did it wrong. Put yourself back in full screen. Make sure you can hear me. Can
Can
you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay,
Yeah, it must have been when you left and came back in.
Something's weird. Okay.
I got was it L?
That was a really cool sticker, by the way. That was really, really, really cool.
Oh yeah. The
game.
Baseball one. Yeah. I got Al Unser Jr.'s Turbo Racing from Data East. It's I don't know. The game was only $3, so I'm like, I'll buy it. $3 NES game in a store.
I love those old that Data East logo rocks.
And here's another Data East one. This one I paid a little bit up for because I have not found this with this good of a label. It's still, the label's not 100% perfect. And this is a tough game. I put it in. I just put all these games in a test. I didn't really play, but I was playing this for like 5 minutes. I can't wait to do a review on this because I'm going to suck playing this game. It's really tough. But it is Captain America and the Avengers from Data East.
Oh man, look at that.
Love the cover there. It's
White Vision.
It's White Vision in the game too. The game opens up with a story where White Vision and Iron Man get captured, and literally you are only Hawkeye and Captain America, and you have to go through this map, and Wasp is kind of telling you what to do, where to go, and it is tough. It was brutal. Can't wait to
you're
try
getting your ass kicked.
Yeah, it was like I said, I played not even one full stage, and I was just dying left and right. So, but again, tons of fun. I love the NES, as you guys all know, and it's one of the reasons why, I'll have more Pixel Geeks episodes coming out. One this week, one next week, with some more NES horror games, and then we'll start going into different genres month over month. And then I picked up another Nintendo Power, one that I did not have, Volume 39. With Mario Paint. Love the claymation Mario. Oh yeah, I got some Mario booty there. It's really crisp. It's probably one of the best conditioned Nintendo Powers I have. I'm still trying to get more and more of these, but I love some of these ones with all the comics. Because you got a Mario comic in here. That's why I will be doing episodes about these as well individually. You've got not only a Mario comic, you got a really cool Legend of Zelda comic in here.
I remember all those art.
So it's like you've got all these cool things with cool artwork. Of course, it comes with the poster. Poster's kind of cool too. It's a Felix the Cat poster.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's crazy that the NES had a Felix the Cat game in the 80s. Like that's an old ass cartoon, but I love
resurgence, man. There was a resurgence.
It was, but I love going to these things. Like this is like my favorite spot, the top 20, where they give you the top 20 games. So the top 20, I'm not gonna read all 20, but in August of 92, the top 5 NES games: Super Mario Brothers 3, Mega Man 4, Tecmo Super Bowl. We were just talking about Tecmo. The Legend of Zelda and Battletoads were the top 5 NES games, and then they got the top 5 Super NES games, top 5 Game Boy games, all these different things. Love this stuff. I keep finding these books now, and it's like they're a little pricey, especially after you buy so many, like $10 to $15. You look at a one-off, you're like, oh, $10, that's not a bad idea. But then it's like, well, if I want to get 250 of them at $10 a pop, it's going to be a lot, and they're not all going to be $10, right? Like the first one itself is already, in toilet paper condition. It's like $150 book.
Right.
So I got to find them on the cheap. I got to find them. I got to hunt, but I love these things, man. I love going through this, looking at the Game Boy games I forgot, or games that I didn't even realize existed. So then it's like, I look at some of the picture gameplay and I'm like, I kind of want to go back and find these. I want to go back and look at this. And I love like the classified information pages where it gives you like tips and hints and secrets about the games. And it's like, you forget about those, man. It's like, I don't remember, I don't remember this game F1 Rock. I don't know, or, here's a passcode for Super Soccer. And it's like, okay. So Nintendo Powers, I'll be doing, probably every now and then an episode just on a certain issue. There's another issue I'm on the hunt for. I got a picture of it. It's with Mickey Mouse as a fireman on the front. And if you get it, it's a cheap issue. It's not an expensive issue. It's not like one of these collectible issues. But for some odd reason, that issue has cards and stickers and everything. If you get it complete, and it's like the stickers I've been looking for almost my entire like collecting life. I didn't know it was in that issue, but then I found out that it was. And it's got these stickers that you put over your NES controllers. They're Nintendo Power stickers, and they're like really bright 80s colors, the pinks and the blues and the turquoises and stuff like that. And that's what it's awesome. So
if you were to get that, would you then put those stickers on your controller?
I would
you leave them.
I would buy 2 issues, Steve. I would buy 2 issues because I would want.
What if there
one.
Isn't 2 issues?
I would find 2. I wouldn't do that until I had a second issue. Then once I got the second issue, that one I would use to take the stickers off.
Look it up right now. Look it up. How much is it? What issue is that? What's the issue?
Oh man, I can't remember the issue number now. It's now you call me on this.
Yeah, I'm calling you. I want to see like how much it was. If we could find that motherfucker.
I think it's like only $10 or $15. I told you it's
But that's for Lucy Goosey that might not have all the shit in it, right?
Maybe. I know this is great.
It's great podcasting.
Yeah.
Podcasting. I keep calling it a podcast.
Well, it is. I mean, it does go out as a podcast as well. So this is for. Let's see, what issue is this?
Oh, look at this guy.
Who
I didn't write any questions again, so I'm gonna be a bad interviewee. I'm gonna have nothing to say to this guy. Because the problem is I keep it green so much that I don't dream. So I have you're fucked, bro. You are boned.
it's issue 44 of Nintendo Power. And
I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. Look at him.
And Freddie has joined us tonight. I'm glad you've joined us tonight, Freddie. We're going to be talking about, retro Halloween here in a minute. And you are a big part of that retro Halloween for a lot of us.
I saw that and I agree. It was so much better back in the day.
So we got Mike said he has a subscription to Nintendo Power. There are still many at his parents' house. Now he's gonna have to go find out. Hey, if you need to get rid of them, somebody who'd be interested, Mike. But yeah, the covers on the controllers, those were awesome. That's it. The only problem is I got to be worried about the. Look at that. Did you see that, Freddie? You see this cover?
Strike a pose.
You're on mute now, Steve. But
fuck.
I
always do that. As always.
So Freddie is joining us now to talk about. We don't really have any. There's not much news this week, so I didn't really want to go down a news rabbit hole, and with Sean not here, so I've been especially playing these Nintendo games, talking about this stuff, like really down this retro rabbit hole where it's like. I don't want to say things were always better back in the day, right? Like, because like my kids were growing up in a different generation. They loved their generation. They get so much what we didn't get, right? But thinking about this and kind of going through like what made certain things special for us was, Halloween. And I think Halloween was such a great time. And it was at one point my favorite time of the year. It still is. I mean, I watch horror movies, and I think Halloween-ness shaped a lot of who I am. I know I don't, I told this crazy story or fun story to Sean a bit ago, and maybe I told it to you guys. Maybe not Freddie. You probably saw it in my nightmares. But it's like I always felt like I don't fit in, even though there's things I love. Like in the horror genre, like I go to horror conventions a bunch of times, and it's like, I don't know if I fit in. Everybody kind of like gives me a weird look and stuff, but horror in the 80s and Halloween in the 80s and 90s, like everything was homemade. Like you didn't have every house having the same giant 12-foot skeleton in the lawn that you got from Home Depot. You didn't have everybody spending tens of thousands of dollars on just decorations. Kids were like we were as kids trick or treating late at night. There was not this 6 o'clock curfew to stop trick or treating. Like it wasn't any of that stuff going on. You used whatever you could. Your costumes were mostly homemade, unless you got some really cool plastic costumes. So I just wanted to kind of go through that, like what made Halloween so special. And so I got a few things to talk through. And I didn't have enough time. I put this together like 30 minutes before the show was going to go live. So cartoons back in the day, man. Every cartoon Halloween special. I didn't even put Treehouse of Horror on here.
That's huge. It's like a tradition.
That's a staple.
Yeah.
The Treehouse. That's when you knew the season had started. Is when the Simpsons played their Treehouse of Horror episode. Like everyone got around the TV to watch that one live because you couldn't rewatch it.
But not only that, it was sitcoms were always on, right? And sitcoms would always have a Halloween episode that would play at the season. Like the TV would go with what was going on at Christmas time. They'd have Christmas episodes.
Yeah,
it played differently now than it does now. So it was like
sure.
The whole world was in the season of Halloween,
and that's why I got a couple of these here. Like this, you don't know what this is. This is an episode of He-Man that says things that go bump in the night. Like it's a Halloween episode of Masters of the Universe. This is a Halloween Count Cupula of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Bugs Bunny's Halloween special. Garfield, I think it was the biggest cartoon of the 80s, was the Garfield Halloween episode or special that they did. I mean, we all grew up watching The Great Pumpkin. I don't even think kids these days know what the hell The Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown is. I know I don't think my kids have watched it once when they were very little. I don't think they would even recall what the hell that is.
Hey, you scarred up any of them Peanuts kids?
True classic. The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I killed many children watching that.
I mean, even Fat Albert even had a Halloween special. I mean, come on.
Hey.
The Grinch had a Halloween cartoon. Disney always did something. These were great. Well, Freddie, what kind of cartoons do you remember from haunting children's nightmares?
I'm old school. It was always the Great Pumpkin. The rest, they were a little beyond my time, but Great Pumpkin was a classic.
Very nice. Very nice. And then I wanted to talk about kind of a little bit about the costumes, man. Look at these costumes.
Yeah,
these were awesome.
No, it sucked. I even hated as a kid wearing, like, when you're trying to go as a character and then you have a whole ass picture of the character on your tummy, like it just takes you out. Like as a kid, I was like, I don't like
no
this
way.
shit.
This Voltron right here is awesome. I don't care what you say, Steve. This is awesome.
I don't know.
Sectars.
Like Sat Mumra looking pretty good.
Yeah, Mumra's looking awesome. Look at that Spider-Man with the yellow webbing. Sure, why not? Thundercats with the Lino with the Thundercats logo, mask.
Masks.
Sergeant Slaughter, G.I. Joe, Hulkamania. I mean, like, but this, Steve, I get what you're saying. Like, it wasn't like you were having the full suit, but also, it's either this or you made it at home, and that's what I appreciated about it. I mean, like, remember that episode of the Goldbergs, man? Like, their Halloween episodes every year were great because you saw them making costumes, and that was awesome.
We that has been the making of costumes. I think I've bought a costume once. I bought a Scream Ghostface costume one time, and that was everything else I've ever done for Halloween has all been homemade.
As it should be. I mean, I think for the most part, those are fantastic. Like and my mom did that too. I mean, I did have the Spider-Man costume, and I was Spider-Man for so long. But there were many years where my mom made a cloth costume for me. I painted Spider-Man on my face. All the different things. It was always different. But it was
weird that you painted like his fucking crotch on your face, not the whole rest of him. That
well,
was
I mean,
the weirdest part.
Of course, it's
like the little V from the belt is right here.
Bulge, yeah, of course. But I mean, I think that's what makes.
Why's your face blue, Will? What the fuck is this?
I'm Spider-Man. What part of Spider-Man are you? But even these costumes, man, it's just something special about it. Right? And that's the thing. These costumes on action figures right now are selling big time. because people have nostalgia for these costumes.
It's true. They are very nostalgic. You
These
look at them
Ben
and you know
Cooper
exactly
costumes are
what
awesome.
you're seeing. So,
And what else kicked off the 80s and 90s? Again, I'm not going to the movies yet because, I didn't make a slide for that, but we could talk about the movies. But man, the video games. The video games. So many video games in the 80s and the 90s were horror, were amazing. You got Nightmare, you got Gremlins. Gremlins had a video game. You got Jaws with a video game. Castlevania, Chiller was awesome. The Resident Evil series, Ghosts and Goblins, Splatterhouse. I mean, and these are, how old were you playing these games? Like we were inundated with horror. Like horror was second nature. We knew horror characters as well as we knew Bugs Bunny.
it's
I mean,
true.
and that's the thing. Like we weren't.
Freddy and Jason were bigger in my childhood than any of those cartoon characters were.
Oh yeah,
That was the best.
It's
It was
why
also
my-
like forbidden fruit. You weren't supposed to be watching it, but you did anyways.
Yeah, but we weren't supposed to be watching it because what they had a TV show for Freddy that was on regular TV. It wasn't on any cable network. It was on regular TV, so you could turn on and watch good old Freddy that's down there with us while hosting his own show. We had Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt. How many horror
But not only
anthology
that-
shows?
Not only that, but like the kids shows that were around then, Erie, Indiana, and Are You Afraid of the
Goosebumps.
Dark? We welcome you to another Midnight Society, and they throw the fire or the sand in the fire. Remember on fucking
Oh, yeah.
Nickelodeon? It was the best. That was it's corny as shit, but it's when you were that age, that demographic, it was the greatest shit.
It was, and that's what, like, I think why I have such nostalgia for those times. It's like those times were innocent, but those times were full of this stuff, and like we weren't attached to our phones. We weren't taking videos to show off what we were doing. Nobody cared.
You weren't looking at things you weren't able to Google images of stuff to make your costumes. You had to do that shit from memory, or you'd find a picture in a magazine or something and fucking cut it out.
Yeah.
It was wild.
And the last slide I have, just because I thought it was hilarious when I came across it, was Freddie had a 1-900 number. So Freddie, if
Just
I call
give
this,
me a call.
Like the weird part is like you just call it and it's just him beating off in the background, furiously giggling.
hopefully he's not using his razor claws.
Oh no, that's the hand. He's a righty. It sounds like fucking like Spurs, like a cowboy walking back.
But that's the thing too. Back then, man, we had all these movies on TV. We had kids horror movies on TV. Like, I don't know if Steve, you've ever watched Mr. Boogedy. Like, it was a Disney movie. It's about the boogeyman, basically, but they called him Mr. Boogedy.
I was watching Gremlins at 5. Like that's
yeah.
it was on and going. It's popping.
But now it's not the same now. And like kids aren't the same. They're not as I don't feel. I mean, I could be wrong. Somebody out there with younger kids, I see my kids like they like going trick or treating, but
So
they're
my
not
two
into the
older-
Halloween.
My two older
Yeah.
kids are going out with their friends this year. They're going and doing a big Halloween thing. That's cool. My youngest son has no interest, doesn't want a costume, doesn't want to go out, doesn't want
He
to
doesn't want a
around.
costume.
He doesn't want shit. He doesn't want to do nothing.
Scott,
man.
Mr. Boogedy freaked him out as a kid. Mr. Boogedy is the kid's version of Freddy Krueger. Like he had the same type of like melty face burns and everything. I love Mr. Boogedy. Freddie, did you
Yeah.
remember Mr.
Yeah,
Boogedy? Did he hang out
dildos
with
on
you?
his fingers, not knives, right? That was a weird.
No, but they were the days when kids would go out, stay out all night. There was no helicopter bombs. I could hide in plain sight and slaughter them on the street, and no one knew any better, and there was true nightmares. Now these parents, if their kids go out, they don't let them go out of their sight. Everybody's got a phone. Ah, the good old days of killing children.
Everybody's got an Apple AirTag on their ass. I mean, you know what? And that's the thing too. Like I think
not
about
only an
that
Apple
as well.
AirTag, like they'd probably be able to look up and be like, "This motherfucker's asleep right now. What's going on?" You know what I mean? They got crazy updates now.
Oh, Mr. Boogedy's on Disney Plus, and there's a sequel. I might have to watch
We
that.
might have to do that too and review those for 31 Days of Horror.
Might end 31 Days of Horror with some Disney horror. I mean, yeah, and they Hocus Pocus, another Disney. I mean, I don't know.
I like that movie.
But yeah, but you like that movie for other reasons because you had a thing for Sarah Jessica Parker.
I don't think Sarah Jessica Parker is that attractive, but like in that movie,
hell yeah,
yo, in that movie, golly, that was an important film when I was growing up. You know what I mean?
that film turned Steve from a boy into a man.
She's like, let me tie him up. I want to play with him. I was like, God damn, how do I sign up for this?
But
get some.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, I remember also like the neighborhoods. It's weird though. Like I've felt that a little bit more since I moved down here to Florida. I don't know if it's because of the weather, but like our neighborhood on Halloween night like is buzzing. Is a lot going on.
But it sucks because it's like 97 degrees when you're trying to trick or treat. Like it really fucking
chocolate's already melting in the your kids
what
come home and it's all melted. Yeah,
at least choices are really limited.
Yeah, I mean that's why like all the parents are out there as sexy nurses because they're wearing nothing.
See, it's not all bad, right, Freddie? We can go out and hang out now. I mean, some things are great. Go have Halloween in Florida where they're all dressing as sexy nurses.
And are hammered walking down the street with their little kids because everybody's just drinking with drink carts and drink wagons. Yeah, it's just a thought that came up to my mind. I know there was not a lot of news, and I wanted to talk about like we're in October. And it's weird because even here, like now, like yes, I've done the Halloween Horror Nights, I've done the Mickey Halloween party and that stuff, and it's like great. That's all when I'm there, I feel it. But like even in my neighborhood, like outside of seeing everybody with the same fucking skeleton, and the same animatronic shit, like it doesn't feel Halloween. I don't feel that Halloween buzz that you'd always have as a kid growing up. The whole month of October would just be Halloween.
Well, you want to know why? It's because when you were a kid growing up, you were waiting for Halloween in September. You were waiting for it. And then October hit, and it was like as soon as October hit, that was all you could think about. I didn't think about Halloween not once last week because I had too much shit going on at work. so you know what I mean? Like,
so is it us then, Steve? Is it us because we're adults?
100%. Now? We got too much shit going on. There's too much other things. I can't find enjoyment in this anymore because I got these 9 other fucking things that are bothering the shit out of me. There's too much shit on the plate. That's why. The holiday didn't go away, but your interaction with the world has changed.
Now I'm just gonna delete this slide deck. Delete this episode. I mean, like I was talking about how it was much better. It's we've gotten worse as old curmudgeon dudes because everything is too busy.
I mean, don't get me wrong, right? We're still missing out on some of those really cool costumes. The kids aren't into it as much as we were. The neighborhoods aren't kind of decked out the way that everybody's were back in the day. There are differences for sure, but like this year, there's a neighborhood in town that made its own Facebook group page. It's got a big sign out front. They're doing the whole neighborhood is like signed up, and they're all doing this crazy Halloween thing. Can't wait. Like
you going?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go walk. My kids aren't even going with me. My kids are gonna go to the same thing with their friend groups, but me and my wife are just gonna go walk it and just go look at shit and just try to enjoy the Halloween spirit. So I think that's
where will those kids be?
You have to find them on your own.
Good luck. I try to get them motherfuckers to go to sleep all the time. They don't never go to sleep. Sons of bastards.
I know my son's still playing Ghost of Yote right now.
So, but yeah, I think for me, it's trying to get myself back into the Halloween spirit is one of the hard parts.
Yeah, well, that's a good call, Steve. Are we out of the Halloween spirit?
Well,
We missing?
what are you doing this year for Halloween? Like, I remember last year for Halloween, I had a very
I'm driving to
intricate-
Chattanooga. I'm missing
That's
the
what I'm
entire
saying.
fucking day.
Look, this is what I'm saying.
I gotta go to Chattanooga.
You
for
can't
a
even
race.
be excited about Halloween this year because you're not even doing shit. You're not even gonna go to Chattanooga dressed up as a fucking train conductor.
No, because I'll be in the car for 9 hours driving.
So
up
go
there.
be a seaboat captain. Freak everybody out on the highway. You know, like do something cool.
A seaman.
That's like a big sperm. Put a little point, you know, little.
I don't think I
cap
want to do
on.
that with my kids in the car, but
Well,
maybe.
that's the thing. Like, so you're not doing anything this year for Halloween. So that's
Not doing it. I mean, but we already did it, right? We went to Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, no, but you didn't dress up.
You
That's the other thing too. You got to dress up. That really does get you. Like last year, I had a very intricate cosplay Casey Jones thing that I did. Was that last year or the year before? Either way,
I think it was the year before.
Yeah, like this year, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm probably gonna try to find something cool to wear to go walk around. Like it puts you more in the spirit.
Okay, Freddie,
What's the okay?
Do
Sorry,
you like to dress up for Halloween, Freddie?
Always.
You know what?
Haunted car wash.
That's
I need
right,
a
Freddie loves his
mashup.
haunted car wash.
I need a mashup. I need like what if Lucasfilm acquired New Line Cinema and they did a horror film, a Star Wars horror film where Freddy was like invading the dreams of stormtroopers. So you got to wear like a stormtrooper Freddy suit. That'd be fucking sweet.
How about Imperial outfit, and this is what you look like when the Death Star blew up.
Hey, there you go. That's right. You do that. I thought it was a stormtrooper.
You're just like
right.
pieces. Your like flesh is everywhere. The Death Star blew up, and I like that.
But like, imagine if like Krennic or something like had a nightmare and he's like dreaming about his boss. It's just like an Imperial officer, like he has, but it's Freddy. It's like bitch,
Anakin tries to look like me.
He did. Anakin did try to look like you a lot.
What's the coolest costume you think you've done, that you've worn?
Well, it's funny, Steve, because it's very similar to the one that you were talking about on the phone. I made myself, and it wasn't very intricate in detail, but I loved it. It was my senior year of high school. I dressed up like Sting when he was wearing the Crow type outfit, in WCW. I had the big long trench coat and everything. I had my hair long. I actually had hair. I had my hair long. I grew it out. It covered my face. It was,
it's all emo and shit. Nice.
I was I even had braids in my hair at one point.
Don't waste your time.
That sounds like a nightmare.
It was. I was back in my Offspring and Green Day days, back in the 1994, 95. But yeah. So, but
there was a long stretch where I just did the Crow every year because it was easy. You just fucking paint your face white, put 2 black lines, good to go. Like you wear whatever you want. Who cares?
That was this thing. I walked around with a baseball bat and had a big trench coat and did that. So it's probably
there's a comic book character that I have created and I've had in my head for many, many years, and I've drawn him thousands and thousands of times. It's a Scarecrow character, and one year I made that costume full head to toe. I took this little alarm cable, and if you peel it back, the plastic is really thin and really flimsy, and so I just peeled a whole bunch of alarm cable back and got all that plastic and made like a bunch of straw out of that and painted it all. Had the whole mask, the whole outfit, and there was like a big event thing that we were going to, and I entered it into a costume contest, like 2nd place. Pretty cool.
That's very cool. Anybody out there in YouTube land, what kind of costumes have you worn, or are you wearing a costume this year?
One year, back when I was still doing music, and we had a show on Halloween. We were doing a heavy metal show on Halloween night, and as the singer, I was thinking like, who should I go as? What am I going to do? Everybody in the band had something they were doing. So I just dressed up as the singer from Mudvayne. Remember back in like the early 2000s when he came out with the blue hair and like the squiggly face and the goggles and
I don't know.
Silver paint and all that. So you don't know metal.
Mudvayne.
So you don't know Mudvayne. So anyways, that was sweet. I looked just like that dude. It was awesome. It was a really cool one. That one went over pretty good.
Mudvayne. I'm looking that up right now.
You don't know how to spell it. Mudvayne. You don't know Mudvayne? You don't know Dig? The song Dig? Come on, man.
No. Freddie, do you know Mudvayne?
Geek among geeks.
It pains me sometimes.
That
Then again, I don't know some of the music you're talking about either. You're like, this guy was huge. I'm like, I have no idea who you're talking about.
I thought you were dressing up like the guy from Rocky Horror.
No,
You know, with the high heels and the fishnets. Let's see. Big Berg went as Powder Toast Man from Ren and Stimpy. Love that. Love Powder
That's
Toast Man. What are you
awesome.
talking about? No one knows who no one knew who you were. How could nobody know who Powder Toast Man was? That's awesome.
that's cool.
Powdered toast man.
Freddie would have got it.
Exactly. Freddie probably stalked him in his dreams as well.
I think I know there was other things I've done, but I mean, one year I made my own Wolverine claws out of plexiglass, and I did the hair and shaved the little thing out and had the mutton chops and the whole thing.
I did. I was like in junior high because I was playing hockey a lot. I always went as like a zombie hockey player. Like I love doing the zombie paint on my face kind of stuff and the stitches and stuff. And then I'd rollerblade around. With that, I think I had like a hockey stick. Like I had a broken stick, so I had it like sticking through my neck. I kind of put like some wire around and had it holding up like around my neck, but it kept falling off because I was skating. But it was kind of cool looking, like when I was standing.
Standing still.
Yeah. Cool, because it looked like a hockey stick went right through my neck, and I was like a zombie, so cool. But I did that for a couple of years because it was all my life revolved all around hockey. So
I do miss trick or treating though, like because the last few years before you quit trick or treating are the good years where you finally get out of your parents' eyesight. You get to go out with your friends. Some towards the end there in high school, you was just staying with your friends after school. You weren't even going home. You were doing all your Halloween shit just after school. Like
all
I do
night,
miss
too.
that. Like it was like a weird freedom you had. Like even now, like even if after the trick or treating is done, like then I gotta take everybody home. I got it's like a whole big pain in the ass.
Yeah. So going as a hockey player looking for work during the lockout.
But you know what?
Hilarious.
The best thing about this time though for me is especially up here where I live up in the mountains, like you can feel it. It's an immediate air change. It's cold at night here now. Like it was a couple weeks ago, it was still hot, but now it is cold at night. It is like icy, and it's the perfect environment to watch scary movies now. Now it's nice to cuddle up and you get the big cozy blankets and you get the little fireplace going. Now's the time for that, and that's
No
the best
fire.
time. I got an electric heated blanket for you. How about that? You work with that one?
I'll cuddle with you, Freddie.
Warm blood.
But it's the perfect. In the summer, yeah. I watch horror movies all year long. It's great, but it feels different when it's cold. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. There's just a difference.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like I said, like being down here and it's today was 86. Like doesn't feel like it's fall. That's the one thing we're missing is we don't have seasons. Like even at Christmas time, and I know a lot of people, and I'm always cold now, but that's because I've lost 300 plus pounds. But it doesn't feel like the holidays, even in Christmas time. Like it's because all of a sudden it's 75 degrees, and I'm like, all right, there's it's not going to snow or anything. Maybe there's one week in the 50s.
Looking at that palm tree in direct sunlight, listening to White Christmas in the background. Not good, man.
No, but so it happens. Freddie, are you going to be at the haunted car wash next weekend?
Probably at least one night. I trade off with that clown of a Pennywise.
Ooh, Pennywise will be there too, huh? So can you let everybody know where the car wash is?
Go green and clean in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania.
Very nice. So if
Go-
anybody is out there, there's a haunted car wash. Don't miss it.
Come see your good friend Freddy.
I guess that's it for tonight. Unless Steve, you got anything else to close out?
No. Just everybody, like we said earlier in the show, make sure you do your best to try not to forget to tune in next week. Will be a very different kind of show, and we're excited to see how that all works out. So,
Yeah. So that's it for tonight. Please like, subscribe, comment. We're getting up there. We had a big spike in subscribers. So I thank you guys all. I hope you guys keep continuing to share, keep checking out all our videos, keep checking out all our, everything that we're doing. We're trying to do more. Please let me know if you watch Pixel Geeks. Let me know if you like it. If you like that format, if you think it's stupid, let me know, because I'm just trying something new. But that's it for tonight. This is Alil.
This is Freddy, and I'll see you in your nightmares.
and this is Steve. And until next week, everybody, stay safe, be nice to each other, for fuck's sake, and keep it geeky.